Now, how to find the value of variable, a particular variable in a formula, by using the substitution method, that is by changing the subject of the formula. So, here to find the value of a variable in a formula, by substitution method, that is substitution method. So, here we are going to what I say follow the method called substitution. We will be substituting the values of the variables other than the subject of that formula. So, here we are in order to find out the value of the subject, that is the variables value. So, we have to substitute the values which are given for us for the other variables in that particular problem, so that we will be getting the value of that particular in need variables value. So, that method will be called as the substitution method. So, here first of all let us know about the substitution method. So, in this substitution method, so first of all we will express the other variables by means of the values which are given for us. Then we will find out the value of that particular variable which is in need. So, in this manner I say that method will be called as the substitution method. The process of finding the value of variable of an expression by replacing the other variables with their particular values is called substitution method, or in other words it is nothing but the substitution. So, here we have to replace the variable by means of its values which are given for us. Then that method will be called as the substitution method, in which let us write the procedure by the stepwise. That is the step number 1. First of all, we make the required variable as the subject of the formula. Then later we substitute the values as the step number 2. We substitute the values of given quantities in the new formula. That is obtained or got in the first step. So, here we got the new formula in the step number 1 by interchanging the variables and making the required subject, whereas as the first step. Then after making the required subject, then we have to substitute the values of the other quantities in that given or which we got in the new formula. So, that gives us the value of that particular subject. So here let us perform, based upon these steps, let us perform one example. Of, for instance, so here, for instance, A is equals to L plus B is given as the formula. So here we have to find out the value of L, whereas A and B values will be given. First of all, we have to make L as the subject. By making, by writing L alone on the left hand side, we will be making L as the subject. Then later we have to substitute the values of A and as well as B which are given for us. So in that manner we can find out the value of L, that is variable L. So those are the steps. So by utilizing what I said, these steps, let us perform one example. So here in the formula P is equals to F by A. So here find out the value of A if F is equals to 15 and P is equals to 5. So before going to start this solution, first of all let us discuss about the formula which is given for us. The formula which is given for us is of P is equals to F divided by S on in this formula. So here LHS quantity is of P and the RHS is of F by A. But F is the subject in the given formula, Fp is equals to F by A. But we have to make A as the subject in order to find out the value of A. Then after making the A as the subject, we have to substitute the values which are given for us, that is F and as well as P. So here as per problem, P is equals to F divided by A is the given formula. The latter. So here in this given formula, so here subject is of P, because P is alone on the left hand side and its coefficient is of 1. Therefore, P is the subject in this given formula, that is P is equals to F divided by A. But we have to find out the value of A as per the procedure which is given for us. So in this procedure, that is substitution method, first of all we have to make the subject which is to be found. Then later, say in the first step, we have to make the required variable as the subject. Then later we have to substitute the values of the other variables in it in order to find out the value of the required variable. So here based upon these principles, so here let us find out the value of A, which is the subject. But here P is the subject, we have to make A as the subject now. To make A as the subject, or in order to make A, in order to make A as the subject of the formula, we have to write A alone on the left hand side with coefficient as 1. So here I am going to what is the write P is equals to F by A is the given one. Then by interchanging LHS and RHS, or by means of by cross multiplying also we can get it as here. So here by cross multiplying I am going to get, so P is alone on the left hand side, so here divided by A is on the right hand side. So here by A, which is in the denominator, I want to transpose it to the left hand side. Since it is dividing on the right hand side, it will multiply on the left hand side. So into A, then that is equals to F alone is left over on the right hand side. So I got this step by cross multiplication. By cross multiplication method, by A on the other hand, left hand side, it multiplied A. So here, so PA is equals to F, then that implies P into A is equals to F, but I have to make A alone as the subject. So A must be alone on the left hand side, then F is on the right hand side, then into P, when it is transposed to the other hand, it divides the right hand side quantity, that is F I C, F divided by P. So I got this step by transposing LHS to RHS. So I have transposed P, which is on LHS, to the right hand side, that is F divided by P. So in this manner, as I got A is equals to F divided by P. So therefore, the required formula is off. Therefore, A is equals to F by P is the required formula. Because in order to find out the value of A, we have to make A as the subject. So here A is the subject with its coefficient as 1. So here A is equals to F by P. But at F is equals to 15 and P is equals to 5, we have to find out the value of A. Then A is equals to, by substituting. So now we are utilizing the method called substitution. So here we are substituting the values of F and as well as P in this new formula. So required new formula is, so here this is the new required formula. So this is required new formula. So here in this required new formula, so here A is equals to, F must be substituted as 15 divided by P substituted as 5 here. Then now by cancellations, 5 ones in the denominator, 5 3s in the numerator, then 8 is equals to 3 divided by 1 is nothing but 3. So in this manner I say here I got the value of A as 3. Therefore solution is equals to 3. So in this manner I say